am a lesbian.
Generally try and avoid using specific labels as it comes to sexuality or anything like that.
I'm pansexual.
Straight.
Bi-curious.
I identify as heterosexual.
I just love human beings and not necessarily a certain gender.
Yeah, hard question. I definitely believe that love exists and exists in a lot of different forms. I think, I really do believe in this universal human compassion for each other.
I think love really comes down to that same kind of caring and affection and want for that person to thrive.
Yeah, I believe in it. I feel like it's just a really complex emotion.
This is a question that I think that I'm still figuring out, because I think that it's something that I've never fully come in close with, fully come to know.
Yes, I do. It's how you care for people, I'd say. Like, it doesn't have to be, like, there's different types of love. There's romantic and there's platonic. So it's caring for people and, like, wanting to be around them.
I think love is whatever you want it to be.
But I do think like it definitely exists. Like you can definitely love a person with.
I think love is something that is so far out there that we truly don't know what it is, that we truly don't know how to interact with it.
I feel like there's just so many layers to it, and it really depends on the context and the people.
When I think of showing love, I think of the love languages.
And I'm a big believer in like treat people how you want to be treated and you get out what you put in.
But I think it's not something that I think is like super like, you know, constantly like passionate. I think for me, like love is like a lot of like consistent effort and like work. And it's something that like you do over time rather than like having it as a moment.
I guess the pandemic was really hard because it was like all of a sudden everyone couldn't see anyone outside of their immediate family, and I think like it was just incredibly lonely, and I know a lot of people felt the same way.
I found myself having a really hard time feeling a human connection like I normally would have with new people when I don't see how they smile or how they laugh, ways like that. It was hard to connect to people. So I think I struggled in that sense to meet new people because I didn't feel like I could view them as humans. They were just all passerbys looking pretty similar.
Definitely difficult to connect with people during quarantine. I mean, physically, you're not even close to them. It's difficult having to only interact with people online. I think not being able to check in with my friends as often as I used to definitely made me feel more distant from them. However, with my parents, I was living in the same home with them, and I was actually getting a lot more interaction with them than I used to be, so I'd say, or than I was pre-quarantine. So I was able to connect with them even more so during the quarantine.
I definitely think that COVID-19 and the pandemic has helped me learn the heart, the person, because I'm working on myself, so I can truly engage with the hard conversations about what it is within a relationship, that sometimes we lose trust in one another, sometimes we don't have the full honesty with one another, sometimes we don't really know who we are.
In a weird way, it brought my family closer because we started understanding each other more, even though maybe more things came to light that we didn't all agree on.